So Pagna is one of the heroes that we're gonna see more of. This hero received huge buff. Cooldown on his ulti reduced from 22 seconds to 7 seconds, which is not a big deal. Only 15 seconds reduced cooldown.
Only 15 seconds.
Yeah, so you can use that multiple times. Also, I want to see which kind of a skill build Dendi goes for. I'd prefer to have the Cripify maxed out once you hit level 6, so have 2, 3, 1.
What a punk.
With the life drain, like it's 9-second cooldown, and if you max it out 6-second cooldown with 7-second cooldown on life drain, so you can permanently decryptify and life drain people.
It is a really nasty combo. What are we looking like odds-wise here? GG bet 1.28 for Nigma, 3.52 for Bait. So pretty Nigma favored. Do you want to give us a like 50-50 percentage-wise on the draft? Which way are you leaning?
It's hard for me to tell for certain heroes like how strong the drafts are. It's always been like that. Like Alchemist, I never feel like it's a good Alchemist game. I don't know why. I just can't feel it. I don't know. Same goes for Spectre. Like these two heroes are very hard for me to read. But I would say that, in my opinion, Bait has a better draft. I just love their draft. I would go 60-40 for Bait.
Oh man, I wish I was looking at mid lane. Lina, so Lina was here next to the observer ward hadn't been planted yet by Dendi.
Here, Gary, I can't see your mouse.
Where I had some drawing on the map. Where the dire ward is, next to the dire tier one. That ward hadn't been placed yet, and Lina was there trying to scout for where the ward was. And Dendi, I think, was like dancing around the trees, juking around. Some trees got cut down by light strike array. Dendi must have dodged it out, but there was a nice little dance of death between Lina and Pogne in the mid lane. But Dendi placed the ward after Lina left, so Weehaw has no idea that the vision is there.
Just what I've been waiting for.
And another disconnect. Yeah, when you say here, this reminds me when I'm playing like first-person shooters with my friends, and they see enemy and they start screaming, "He's there!" And I'm asking like, "Where?" Like they're right in front of me. I don't know which one of you. We're playing like 5 stack. Maybe my friends are just dumb. I don't know.
Top left. Which left? Right.
Friend,
Wait. God damn it. Oh, a lot of my friends get a bit confused with right and left. They struggle.
And you know what I get confused with?
North, south, east, and west.
Exactly. It's like southeastern part of the map, southeastern part of the map is getting invaded, and I just ping. I don't know where that is. Draw me.
Draw. I can't draw. All right, hang on. We can draw on the minimap.
No, I need to be super concentrated to know the sides. I know some people struggle with just right and left.
Yeah.
There's whether you believe it or not. Like some people need to be focused to know which, or just raise the right hand to know which side is right. Sounds dumb, but it's just how the brain works.
Or you raise your left hand and you make an L with your forefinger, your pointer, and your thumb, and then you know that's left because you can draw an L with it.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. I was like, yeah, you can do that with the right hand, but you need to twist it.
Yeah, you're gonna turn
do
it
180 with it. It's still L.
God damn it.
That's not really helping, Gary.
Double L. Just take the L, Lacoste. All right, calm down. So what are the lanes actually setting up as here? Let's talk some Dota 2. Spectre and Io down bottom against Timbus or Shadow Demon. I guess Jakiro's going to go top to be with a Sven. That's a DK Grimstroke lane. I kind of like Bait's line up here in the lanes as well.
Bottom lane should do fine. Like you're playing Timbersaw against a strength hero and a Spectre, which is melee, so you're going to always get the good Whirling Deaths off, and they don't really threaten a kill on it. There's no burst damage, so this is the stain lane. One of the reasons why they put Io with Spectre instead of having a Grimstroke. There isn't kill potential on the top lane. You can have, we've seen how potent that is. Inkswell, AA, and Dragonite was a very popular lane in China, like 4 to 5 second stun.
Yeah,
it's the same thing with the Inkswell.
Sure is. But then bottom lane, they probably get the Timbersaw to, level 3 or 4, and then Shadow Demon can start rotating, right? He can leave the lane. Timber can 1v2.
Oh, look how aggressive they are on the top lane. Mind control using Breathe Fire and Stroke of Fate, bringing Sven to half HP.
He does have the help of the headdress from LeBron. Plenty of tangos there for Sven as well. Timbersaw, I didn't think they'd be able to kill him, but they're going on him level 1. Fair enough, Nigma. Getting that first blood on a hero I thought would be doing pretty damn well in his bot lane, but I guess level 1, he's gone Whirling Death, no reactive armor, so the tankiness just wasn't there.
Well, that's one way to lose a game. Like, Timbersaw doesn't really should die in this lane. Kingar went for the creep wave to drag it out.
Yeah.
And the Nigma punished him.
I'm glad I looked up at the top, you know, the hero health bars, and I was thinking, wait a second, Timbersaw's on like 10% HP. What's happening down there? Down he goes. Top lane Excalibur still taking a beating. Mind Control and Kuroki getting a very good pull. We'll be able to deny a lot of those Radiant creeps. As Excalibur getting a deny himself, looking to contest the Grimstroke, but a little difficult to get that job done. And mid lane, we've got to pay attention there as well. We at 9-3, Dendi 8-0. So reasonably close between those two. Oh, it's bottom lane, they go again, this overcharge from GH, allowing Miracle just to whack away at Ghost Stick's Timbersaw, forcing the salve, and he's still only level 2.
Now, Shadow Demon has Disruption level 1, one of the reasons why they can't play aggressive in this lane. Like, what do you do with Disruption? You can pop it and get a deny or 2.
Does my
I think
mic
this is a
sound okay
mistake.
to you, Lacoste?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, you sound fine to me as well. There's people in a couple of people in chat saying it doesn't sound so great, but that's a bit interesting. Might be Twitch encoding that's glitching out. I'll have a look later on and see if we can figure out what's happening there. So it all looks good on my end. And you sound beautiful, Lacoste. King R getting dived. Miracle and GH, yeah, they're going under this tier 1. They want this Shadow Demon real bad. GH will take it. Nothing there that Ghostic can do.
I believe this should not happen. Like, they misplayed this lane. Disruption on Shadow Demon, not putting the pressure early on, going for the creep wave to drag it out. I mean, you have Timber, so you don't really need to do it. Instead, if you're just there spamming poison, giving level 2 to Timbersaw. Now Timbersaw is level 3. I don't think he should die, but I've been wrong twice already with these 2 kills.
Yeah. I genuinely thought King R would stay here for the first, like, 4 minutes and then, you know, sod off, go across the mid lane, find a kill on Wheat. But he has to stick around as he will sandwich in towards mid lane. Looks like he's going to stack up some Ancients or something. Ghost.
And I love the build on Dendi as well. Nether Ward against Lina, very efficient. Also, Nether Ward level 2. Level 1, sorry, right now is Nether Ward that was level 2 like 2 weeks ago. Lina will pick up the Illusion Rune, not the best rune. Probably the worst one, to be honest. But, you know, it received buff. Later on when you have Bottle, you can do some juking, dispelling.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey, what did we see in China? Someone got out of like a kinetic field with Puck, right? Popping
Yes.
the illusion rune. Yeah, some real nifty little things you can do with it. GH getting a good pull into the camp. Ghost Stick has that full wave in front of him. And top lane, this top side of the map, we thought would be much. Well, I thought definitely would be much more aggressive with DK Grimstroke against Sven and Jakiro. No kills at all. Nothing's happening.
They definitely can't kill Dragonite. Way too much regen, Fairy Fire. Look at him, Soul Ring. Also gets a point in Dragon Tail. Like, he understands that he's already having enough regen, so he does not have to put more points in Dragon Blood early on. Like, Sven right now, Boots, Ring of Protection, has enough gold to buy Morbid Mask if he wants to. If the lane is not going well, he can always switch back to jungle.
Oh,
Lina.
that was so close. They disrupt him up, and these two supports. A lot of damage, but no additional stuns.
Just TP out.
Very good TP. Back into
He
mid lane.
TP's back to mid lane.
Beautifully done. That was so close to him losing. I don't know, his double nulls, I guess, is what he dropped there. Could have had them sniped away by those two supports, and now the scan from Radiant connects. They know exactly where King R and LeBron are, aiming for that mid lane. So we are, with a quick little salve, back to full HP and return to lane. Ghost Stick has hit level 4. 1-1-2, Soul Rings up. Now he's a little more survivable in this bottom lane, but I feel like, oh, mid, they're jumping. Inkswell's there onto King R, but that life drain with the blast cancelled out by a good Light Strike array, and we has the safety of GH's IO. Turn back and zap the Shadow Demon, now chase LeBron. Another stun dodged out. The Twin-Headed Dragon trying to juke through the trees, but the right clicks of Wii here with that overcharge going, demolishing the Jakiro, and that Ice Path completely off the mark.
And they left Dragonite on the top lane. Like, he can't be killed unless they bring numbers. And Spectre on the bottom lane, she's having an extremely good time. Top 2 net worth, already having power treads. With the next wave, she will hit level 6, so that means global presence and mid lane rotation on Dandy.
That's it. Stun him up, Dragon Slave him down, and these 3 heroes sticking around. LeBron has TP'd in to try and defend his mid lane buddy, but 5-0. Nigma really are racking up the kills here in this early laning stage, looking for a double for Wii. Lina cracking away. 34 and 10 CS, but net worth wise, yeah, top 3, all green. Nigma looking incredibly potent, with Spectre up at the top already at 7 minutes. A hero that very often struggles in the laning phase. Beautiful stuff.
And she's gonna be level 6 now, bringing some items. It's just a casual bracer to tank it up, so that she does not get bursted by the Timbersaw, or if Pugna makes a rotation. Man, Wii's Lina has been awesome throughout the years. Mind Control gets a solo kill on Excalibur.
I'm sorry, what? Just diving the tower.
You can see Kura was there, but he didn't cast any of his spells. That's gonna mean that a lot of pressure will be put on the tower. Like, this is a kill build from Mind Control. 3-1-1.
Sure is. Damn, that's my bad, guys. Should have been looking up top. 8 minutes in. Kuroki now finding Jakiro with Mind Control. Chain stunned into oblivion. And poor LeBron is going to be the 8th kill of the game. 8 minutes in, all belonging to Nigma. We with GH swinging down south. If they kill off this Timbersaw, I feel like Ghost Stick is really the linchpin here. He's the most important hero on the map for Bait to get themselves up and running, right? Because he's what's going to set the tempo. He's TPing out. Oh, so smart. He sees them coming.
He's the only one who can, like, rotate, make stuff happen at the moment. Pugna is level 6/7, so they're going to put some pressure on the tower. Here comes the rotation once again. Nigma doing a very good job defending their tier 1 tower. They understand how much damage can Pugna do.
Thank you, chat. Everyone letting us know it sounds just fine. Yeah, it must have been just a Twitch issue for a couple of people.
Trolls.
No, sometimes you get these audio glitches on Twitch, which I think is probably what happened there. As long as it's not on our side, everything's good. I'm a little low. I can turn myself up a touch. Usually people like to hear Lacoste a little louder than me, though, and I fully agree. Beautiful Croatian voice.
Top lane, Dragonite will take the tower. They're also putting the pressure on the mid tower, who's really low. Meanwhile, Spectre is just farming. I'm switching to net worth. I don't know about you.
Absolutely. I took a quick peek earlier on, but Dragonite up at the top, 4.5k. Ghost Stick pressuring Miracle here, but he has the backup of Kuroki. Inkswell level 3. Miracle has 13 one charges and Haunt. It looks like they'll try and get the stance forward. Inkswell up and trying to bring down Ghost Stick as the disruption on the Spectre and the relocate in. Chain stun him, Laguna Blade him down, and there's 5 heroes all here from Nigma. The tempo setting Timbersaw annihilated by Nigma. And Dendi was trying to come into that bot lane to make the action continue. But he was just a little too slow on the little green skeleton.
Nigma is just playing too fast at the moment for Bait. They took the tier 1 tower on the top lane, now the mid one. They have this global presence from Spectre and Io's relocate. Lina extremely farmed. What is she sitting at? 2,400 gold.
No disruption.
Oh,
Ice
first
Path.
kill.
First kill of the game. 9-1. Down goes Kuroki's Grimstroke. All this action down bottom now, creating space for Sven. So Excalibur is able to accelerate a little bit. Looking for that massive mana you were mentioning. Treads, Mom, Armlet queued up straight after, so he definitely wants to hit that. Pre-20 minute Sven, big boy timing. GH just permanently playing with Wii now, roaming around the map. Double damage rune ending for Wii's Lina. But has Laguna Blade back up, and the majority of Yules is completed. Right? No.
It's a full Yule Scepter. He just needs to use the Courier. Laguna Blade, another stun.
Wait a second.
50 damage. It hit him in the base.
Was he 50 HP when he landed?
Yes.
Very fortunate. Well, it forces him back into the fountain, away from the jungle camps. They've still got this Radiant Ward watching for Sven's farming. Dragonite holding out on tier 2 bottom. And it is just the death squad. Lina Io roaming around, and where does the Dire go? They can't go top lane. Look at all the lines being drawn by Nigma saying this is where they have to be. They're not top, they're not mid, they have to be all 5 in their triangle because nowhere else is safe.
It's so hard for them to make a rotation right now with their supports. Like Shadow Demon has ulti ready, but there's Spectre ulti, relocate from Io, so they need to stick together, otherwise they're gonna get outnumbered.
Dragonite super close to Blink. Where's the Io mech? Yeah, 600 odd gold away from it. Timbersaw moving into the hood, slowly but surely building up. What's Dendy got? That's an arcane ring. Wait, Dendy's net worth 4,000. Arcane boots, null tally, bottle wand. 700 gold in the bank. It doesn't really have a primary item as such. And then you look at the Spectre. 5.8k net worth. Manta Style is just an ultimate orb away. 2,000 gold off it. Yasha being delivered with a
if you
poor
want to
match
stay
shield.
positive, one good thing about Pogana is that he can one-shot those illusions from Spectre.
That's true. We, in the midst of it all here, they played aggressively, and it looks like they might pay for it. That relocate out, though, saves the Lina, and Miracle. It's a full opening for the Spectre to chase into King R. Stopped by the Phantom's Embrace. Click it down, Dendy, but the Stroke of Fate, beautifully placed, takes down 2 supports on the side of Bait, as Nigma somehow also keeping We alive during that, immediately smoked back up and running at Bait. They want more. They want some core kills. Supports aren't enough. 11-1, jump in with a stun. Inkswell connecting 2, and it is just so easy for We. Timbersaw's in a lot of trouble now. He can chain a little bit further away, and the Ice Path will block them out, but the Yule's up. Into Light Strike Array, demolishing Bait. One by one, the dominoes fall over, and a stun. The jump in from Mind Control. He's got another Inkswell, and it's just timed to perfection. Gorgeous Dota 2 from Nigma. Non-stop.
I don't want to be a downer, Gary, but they might call this game. Like, we still haven't seen Sven in action. He's 0-1-0, building towards that armlet, but he should definitely join a fight with the team soon. Like, all these small pieces for Nigma are coming together. Dragonite with that Blink Dagger pickup. Now they can use Inkswell, which is maxed out. Aya will finish mech in a couple of seconds. They don't have like the best Roche lineup, but if they group up as 5, they can take it.
Dendy's out in the open here. What's the Dire vision like, actually? Yeah, non-existent. They see Miracle farming bottom, but Spectre, 80 seconds until Haunt? I guess maybe they could make a play down there, but outside of that, they just see where their lanes are. Mind Control and Kuroki showing top, so they do swing into mid. Try and take down that objective. Soulbind is there from Kuro, and the double Laguna Blade. I don't know, Bait. This was a little ballsy from you. Inkswell is going to catch both of them on the way through. A nice Ice Path will buy a little bit of time for Ghostic here, but never going to be enough. Miracle still tanking through the Sven, who popped God Strength and Stun, and LeBron trying to get himself out of jail here, but King Arn will be the 4th and final casualty of war as they dive forward, take down the SD and Excalibur. What do? You pick up bounty runes, you hit some jungle creeps, and you cry in your jungle.
I can understand Bait in a situation where they are in right now. It's a desperation smoke. Like, guys, we have to do something. No one knows what the plan is. because you don't have a clear target.
And they see like 2 or 3 heroes showing top and bottom, so they think, oh, we can go mid, but there's, you know, relocate, there's TPs, there's potential to haunt now in 10 seconds.
So that's gonna be full Manta style on Spectre. Io just picked up a mech, has a trusty shovel, one of the better items you can get on Io.
Inkswell stun.
Healing salve, they're in.
Chain disable, the disruption. It saves up Dendi for a little while, but my goodness, the damage. It's an onslaught here from Nigma. Bait being churned up and spit out. Nigma, it's time. It's time. LeBron calls it. 21-1. At least they got 1 kill, Lacoste. But Nigma really showing his 16.5 minutes annihilating Bait in game 1.
I believe they should not lose the bottom lane with Timbersaw and Shadow